The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization.
Earn great pay with outstanding federal benefits and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives. Learn more online at cbp.gov/careers/USBP.
I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
We are very excited. A friend of the show. No, that's not. You're so much more than that. You're family now to JJO at this point. Yeah, family. Yes.
You guys have no idea how much I love you and all of the people that listen to this station, because everybody comes from the woodworks on everywhere on all the platforms. And you were the first station, I think, to play our song. So from the new record, I think you were the first one.
Well, you didn't have to twist our arm one bit. We love you guys, and we are just so excited to have brand new Stitched Up Heart, and so excited to have Mixi here to talk with us. So let's get right into it, because I know you guys have probably just been running at 100 miles an hour, getting this all ready to go. But now it's announced, and mark it down on your calendars. September 1st, To the Wolves, the third studio album coming out, the current single, Possess Me. Third studio album. You guys have been at this now for over a decade. You guys have been chipping away, working it, being on the road, being in the studio. What maybe stood out making this album compared to Darkness or even the debut Never Alone?
It takes a couple albums, I think, for a band to really find the vision 100%. And, it'll evolve, it'll change. But the vision for this record was so focused from the beginning. We knew I wanted more riffs. I wanted some lead solos in there. We didn't even have any in any of the other songs. It's so weird. I wanted to scream more. As far as the visual aesthetic for it, I think we were just getting darker and darker and creepier. And, it's a lot of werewolves and vampires and influenced visually by the underworld movies and stuff like that. We watched a lot of vampire werewolf movies when we were writing this. So you'll be able to tell that in the, in the music a little bit, but it was so focused, more focused than I think we've ever been. And I kind of was a control freak with everything. I wanted it to be I had a tunnel vision and I didn't listen to anybody. I was like, this is it. No, this is what I want to do, at least for this record. Right. It'll probably evolve and change. We never want to do the same thing, but we're all so proud. And it is exactly what we wanted to do. For Darkness, we wrote 70 songs for that record. For this one, we wrote maybe 15 because we knew exactly what it was, and so what we were missing out of the last record was the heavier stuff, the screams, and you haven't heard one of the songs yet, I don't think, that we're coming out within a month, and it's literally the heaviest song. I know that people say that all the time, but it's the heaviest song we've ever done. And I told my grandma, I don't think that you're my target demographic. So even though I love you, I love you, and this is going to get creepy, Grandma. I had to give her disclosure beforehand. I was like, don't worry, I'm not worshiping Satan over here. It's just creative art. And I just wanted to get kind of creepy with it,
Yeah. My grandma's not allowed to listen to my show. She knows I do radio, but I'm like, Grandma, don't ever listen. I'm still your sweet little grand boy. And that's it. Just keep it that way. Keep it that way. Is there maybe the band's maturity that really comes out on this record? You're saying finding that sound, being in control. Is that come with now the time spent in the studio, on the road, and that maturity at where the band's at?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, typically with the sophomore record, like Darkness, and that one was released March 2020. So it was amazing, impeccable timing. But we really, the sophomore album, an artist really doesn't know what they're doing because you're kind of pulled in different directions. And the first album did so well, at radio with Finally Free and Monster and Catch Me. And so we were just like, okay, so this is who we are now. And then I think we tried too hard to do what everybody was telling us to do, that this record, I think we just stopped listening to other people and really, truly looked deep and thought, okay, what do we listen to? What do we like? Not what everybody else likes. Don't like, we have to really, we care so much about everybody else, all the listeners. We don't want to alienate anyone, but we do have to be true to ourselves. And this is the most us, I think, than we've ever been able to find yet, so yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I can tell, and it comes through obviously in the music and what you guys have done. And now with this first taste in Possess Me, tell us about that track and it being the lead off one, and what this song is from the band and what people can expect if they haven't heard it yet, if they've been living under a rock, of course. So
I lived under a rock for the last couple of years, so I totally get it. I'm dusting myself off and like, right. How do we do this again? But no, Possess Me, that was one of the first songs we actually wrote for the record. And I kind of tried to bring some elements back from Monster, the song Monster that we did, where it was very passionate and dramatic and extreme and dynamic in the verses. I wasn't going for those monster notes anymore, I'll tell you that. Those high notes, I'm over that. But I'm a very visual person when I write. And when I was writing this song, it was about like a succubus or an incubus demon kind of seducing me and trying to make it romantic in a sense and, very passionate. And so I was like imagining it like in the living room, writing these lyrics, like in Nashville. We wrote most of the record with Mitchell Marlowe and I visualized it. And I don't know, maybe if his house was haunted, but I definitely visualized it and it definitely came through. There's a lot of intense emotion in that song with the screams coming from the soft vocal. And I wanted it to be like, whoa, what's happening? Like jump scares almost, and it was really fun to write. It took us a while to finish it because this record, we do have a lot of production. Merrit, our guitar player, went insane on the production on this. He's really evolved on, just weird sounds. And like, there's a lot of like monsters in with my screams. Sometimes there's like actual monsters and it would be, we took the dog's little growl or it was like a little, and turned it into this, tiny little Pomsky growl. Merrit, you want to say hi?
Hey, what's up, buddy? We got the whole crew here. How you guys doing?
Good. Yeah, I was just popping down to check on the dogs, see how they're doing outside. And
is the one dog going to get royalties now because it's in the song?
It'll probably make more money than us, to be honest.
Yeah, give them the credit. Give them the writing credit on there, the performing credit.
Yeah, we're going to actually, I don't know why we didn't think about that. Well, the dog will never know.
That's right. That's right. He's going to lawyer up and we're all in trouble. That's it. We got to make sure that we're good. Doggy lawyers. Don't mess with
Everybody wants a piece of the pie, right?
They do. Damn it. They do. I tell you. Well, I think it's great. And we got to see the music video, that has been out and really it's just cool to see that progression in the band. And like you said, in the sound and in the writing and the production from start to finish. Is there, along with Possess Me, is there maybe a song on the record that really, really latches on to you, like you really love? It's kind of your song from this album.
There's so many. Yeah. Merrit, what do you think? Possess Me is his. Like it is his. It's his. It really is a milestone in his writing.
Yeah, because a lot of the time when we're writing, it's like a group effort. Mm-hmm. So like we'll all have ideas like with our producer, and we'll like write something, and then we'll change it, and it just kind of morphs. It's a cool creative process.
Right.
But Possess Me, it didn't really do that a lot. It basically started with this idea I had that I wrote in my studio here. And we took some things out to make room for the vocal or whatever. And we rearranged the beginning riff a bit. But pretty much besides that, it was all fundamentally me, which was like kind of weird and exciting because it was just like, oh, if it's not broken, then don't fix it.
Right.
And I was like, all right, for me, that's like, Possess Me for sure. And then another one, Conquer and Divide. It's like slower and chill. It's not as like crazy, but that one was a little bit crazy for me too, because we did the demo of it, just like the demo vocals. I don't consider myself like a vocal producer by any means. Like I'm more of like the music guy, like that's where my head is. And we just did like the demo vocals and then we sent it over to Mitch and he like added stuff and, and then I did some programming on it. And then we were like, okay, well, we have to retake the vocal and everybody was happy with it. And I was like, what? So like that one was kind of weird where like I got like vocal credit just because it was like so random.
I love it. It works, and go with it.
Yeah, we're just growing like in all of those dynamics. And since he's been able to learn how to record vocals, he's been teaching me, because you don't just put a mic up to your face and go, that's it. There's a lot of like effects and reverbs and mixing and EQing and making sure that, there's not too much low end and high end and all this other stuff that you don't think about that to make it really, really pop on the record. So yeah, we're dialing it in.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Rock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.
I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Bringing this big sound, this new dynamic as you guys continue to grow your sound to the live shows, that's got to be kind of a new exciting part now, and a new challenging part for the band as well, because you're just getting bigger and bigger sound-wise.
It is. Yeah, sound is always an evolution. I mean, we've definitely had some bad sound days and that sticks with you forever. But like, we are learning how important it is, and we're really, really focused on we toured without a front of house sound guy for like most of our career, and didn't realize how important it is to have somebody in the front of house making sure that you sound good. We hear it in our ears and we practiced it a million times, and this is what it sounds like to us. We don't know what's happening out there. Mm-hmm. So that's something that we have really been dialing in and trying to figure out how to make it sound as good as possible. And it's definitely a process, especially with how much effects and layers we put in our music.
I don't think anyone is going to be disappointed. We never are when it comes to Stitched Up Heart. So you guys just get up there and do your thing, and I think we're all going to be happy. One other thing with this album that I saw, you guys have on the title track, To the Wolves, you feature Craig Mabbitt from Escape the Fate, and you've worked with other artists, notably Sully Erna. You've had him on tracks. People may have heard of him from Godsmack. What's the fun part about bringing in those outside sounds and those outside people? And then what does that also do for the sound that you guys are going for on that album?
Yeah, so we have the same management as Escape the Fate. So luckily that helped out a lot. Craig and all the guys over at Escape the Fate have been super supportive. We wrote the song, the To the Wolves song. We actually just went over to the studio to Kevin Thrasher's, who's part of Escape the Fate, who's also producing with like Gwen Stefani. He just made her new song. He did the Machine Gun Kelly stuff. Travis Barker, he works with him as an engineer, so he's in with all the cool kids. So he carved out a little time for us, which was really cool. And we literally wrote the skeleton of that song in like maybe 2 hours, mm-hmm. and then went back and like did all of the vocal takes and kept the original takes. And yeah, so it was pretty awesome. And then Craig came in later, and I just was scared to ask him. I'm always scared to ask, I think we were going for a more scene kind of thing on this, and Escape the Fate is a mixed blend between the radio world and the Warped Tour world. It's like a great combination, with the screams and all the weird stuff we're doing now. But so yeah, he was all about it and wanted to support. And then we're like, okay, well, can he get in the music video? Yes, he did it. And then now he's like, okay, well, take us on tour. And then and it's amazing. Some people will really go above and beyond. And I'll always remember that. And I'll always try to pay it forward on our end,
Yeah. Again, we have just gotten a little taste. September 1st cannot get here soon enough. The third album from Stitched Up Heart, To the Wolves. Mark it down on your calendars, then go get it, and then go see him on the road. You guys got a big tour ahead of you too. Talk about that. Tell us a little about that.
Yes, with Escape the Fate, they're headlining, and their show is going to be insane. They're going all out on production, so it's going to be really exciting to watch. And we've got Point North Who else is on this tour? Garzy.
Lineup. It's a big lineup. You guys
and
got
Drugs, Garzy. Yeah. It's gonna be really fun, and so we're excited because it's been a little while since we've done a full tour.
Right. Well, back at it in the vans, in the buses, on the road, and we will see you guys very soon. I know I got a sneak peek at them. Dogs are doing well. Are they going on the road with you, or are they going to stay home?
I really would love to bring them, but everybody kind of voted against it. One dog is okay, but 2 dogs, it's like the boy dog, and he's crazy.
Well, that and the 3 other boys that you're touring with as well. That's a lot. That's a lot right there. So.
It's just anybody opens the RV door. I mean, Biddy ran out a few times. Yeah, and it was scary. It's safer for them to be home, even though having a dog on the road, when you maybe if you have a weird show or something and you come back and your dog was just like, and I'm like, you're like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right. You got your number one fan there. Well, okay. Are you still just going to FaceTime them then? I'm sure you're a FaceTime the dog's kind of mom, aren't you?
Well, yeah. And I have a little camera set up in this room, so I can talk to them through the camera.
Is that the one you can give treats through? Is it one of those?
I need one of those. No, this is just some $30 camera, but that's a good idea. I just throw treats.
That's right. They have this one, I swear. I think it's on Sky Mall or something like that, but you can push a little button and it'll drop a treat and then you can talk to your dog. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, I'm going to have to upgrade.
I tried to get my wife to install one here for me so she could drop treats to me when I'm stuck at home and she's actually working. Well, we're so excited for you guys, and this is just great. We can't wait to hear more. Before I let you go, let's do rapid fire, and then we'll get you on your way. Yes, this is. I want both. You both can give in. We'll do what. All right. Let's start with a kind of a weird one. Bungle in the Jungle or Welcome to the Jungle?
Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah.
Okay, so not Bungle in the Jungle. You're not going with that one.
I don't know what that.
Okay, that's the second time this has happened to me. Bungle in the Jungle. That's the old Jethro Tull song.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When you get a chance, just go listen to Bungle in the Jungle, and then that's for a reference point. Okay, what about this? Skittles or Starbursts?
Starburst.
Yeah, pink Starburst specifically.
Oh, those are the good ones. You can buy all pinks now. You can get it's all pink. Dangerous.
See, if you go with those kind of questions, then we got that.
You got that. All right, easy.
Yeah, we're yeah.
Would you rather have soaked jeans or damp socks?
Soaked jeans.
Soaked jeans.
Yeah.
Soaked jeans. Smart. I think that's a good one. Would you rather see Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster?
I'm going to go with Loch Ness just because he said Bigfoot.
You go opposite. I mean, both would be cool. Now,
I know. It would be awesome.
Real quick, did you recently hear they think that it's a whale penis, and it's just so whales will breach the water and they'll have their penis out, and that's what they think that
I'm Googling that right after we get off this.
Please do.
We're going to look at whale penises all day. Thanks a lot for that.
Go down that whale penis rabbit hole that I went down. Trust me. But when you see it, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, last one. Would you rather fight a man with bear arms or a bear with man arms?
A bear with man arms.
Opposite of him.
I don't know. I feel like the man with bear arms would be the smart choice, but those bear arms are scary,
But he doesn't have the big face with the teeth and stuff, and he's way bigger. Bears are way bigger.
That's true.
Just the arms this time,
That's right. I guess, and he'd be kind of a little gangly, and he wouldn't. Yeah, I think. All right.
Yeah, off balance.
Either way, it's never going to happen. Don't worry. Completely hypothetical. All right. Thank you both for humoring me. I appreciate it. And more importantly, thank you guys for taking the time to talk new music. Stitched Up Heart to the Wolves, September 1st. Get it and then go see them on the road. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
We appreciate it more than you guys know. You guys have our hearts. And yes, I love that you called it family because I feel that way about you. And thank you for always being so welcoming to us. It really means a lot.
Pleasure is all ours. And you guys are a family for life. So deal with it, whether you like it or not. Whale penises and all. We are family. So
whale penises.
Right. I'm going to put that on a shirt or something. All right. That is Discover New Music on JJO.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com, in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Rock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.